Hello, voice check. Hello, voice check. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the grammar class. We are about to begin this class at 11:15, so one more minute left, and then we will start with our today's topic, past tense. Please type and let me know if I am audible. If you can hear me well, please type it in the chat box. Please type and let me know if I am. On my mobile, I'm getting a very good signal today, and I hope we do not have any interruptions because of internet issues. Audible, great. So it's exactly 11:15 a.m. now, and we will start with our class today, that is past tense. Now we will talk about something called simple past tense or past simple tense. Now past simple tense, as you can understand by the name itself, it's talking about something that happened in the past. So past means what? Past means जो पहले हो चुका है, something that has already happened earlier. So there are a few rules that we need to remember when talking about past simple tense. So what are these rules? Let us have a quick look at these rules and understand how it is used in our day-to-day communication. Rule number 1. The simple past tense is used to indicate an action completed in the past. It often occurs with the adverb or adverb phrase of past time. So it's indicating what? It is indicating an action. If you remember that whatever we are talking about, present, past, or future, we are talking about the action that happened during that time. So when the action is in present time, it's present tense. When the action is referring to a past time, it's past tense. And when it's referring to a future time, it's future tense. Now let's take a look what exactly I'm talking about, right? The boat sailed yesterday. So which one is the action word over here? Which one is the action word? Just type it in the chat box and let me know if you have understood the action word properly. The boat sailed yesterday. Very good. So the boat sailed. Sailed is the action word or the verb which is referring to a past event because ed is added. So when ed is added, we are converting a present form to a past form. So sail is the present form, and add to it ed, it becomes the past form. This is normally a rule. There might be some exceptions which we can deal with as and when basis. But we will talk about the broad rules which is applying to most of the instances. We are going to talk about those rules. So the boat sailed yesterday. Now where is the adverb or adverb phrase of past time? So which word or phrase over here suggests that it's the adverb or adverb phrase of past time? Adverb or adverb phrase of past time, which one is it? Which one is the adverb over here? Very good. Kshitij Vaidya written yesterday. Aditya Deshmukh has written yesterday as well. So, Shujal, very good. Vaishnavi, nice. Sayam Kurecha, yesterday. Tanay Tekade. A lot of people giving right answers. So has Pramod and Manisha given as well. So, yesterday suggests that when the work happened. So, what is adverb? Adverb is something that defines the verb more clearly or makes the meaning of the verb clearer to the person who is listening to it or seeing or reading the sentence. The boat sailed yesterday is simple past tense. I received her email a week ago. मुझे उसका email एक हफ्ता पहले मिला. Right? So I received her email a week ago. Now, I received her email a week ago. It also gives a time. When did it happen? A week ago. So adverb phrase is a week ago. Now see, the previous sentence, it was only an adverb, that is yesterday. And in the very next sentence, we are using an adverb phrase. A week ago is an adverb phrase. A week ago is a group of words which make sense but not complete sense. So it is a phrase. I received her mail a week ago. She left the school last year. Now again, last year is an adverb phrase because it's a group of words, makes sense but not complete sense. So she left the school last year. So what it says that it indicates an action that happened in the past and it is attached with it a verb in past form and an adverb or adverb phrase which tells how long ago it happened. कितना दिन, कितना साल, कितना घंटा पहले वो हो चुका है, उसको समझाने का तरीका है this adverb or adverb phrase. Now let's go to the rule number 2. Now rule number 2 of past simple tense is sometimes this tense is used without an adverb of time. In such cases, the time may either be implied or indicated by the context. Now, not always that we mention the time. Sometimes we do not mention when exactly it happened because it is understood, right? At times it is understood or it's not important, right? So in such cases, the time may either be implied, which means it's understood, or indicated by the context, or by the reference of the or the other part of the sentence gives an indication how long ago it might have happened. For example, I learnt Bengali in Kolkata. Where did I learn Bengali? In Kolkata. But when? Kab sikha maine? Pata nahi. So when we do not know the time, we can still use past simple tense and do not mention the time because we are not at times sure of when exactly did it happen, or we do not want to give importance to that time. So I learned Bengali in Kolkata. Similarly, I learned Marathi in Malkapur. I can say that, right? So I learned Marathi in Malkapur. How long ago? Not important. Next one is I didn't sleep well. Now you see over here, there's another form of English that we are using, did not. And you see the O is omitted from the not, an apostrophe comma has been inserted in it, right? So it is one way to merge two words like didn't, weren't, wasn't, I have, you've. All these words we have already dealt about or discussed about these words when discussing the present perfect tense. But here also we see in past tense, did not becomes didn't. And we pronounce it as didn't. We do not tell it as didn't. Didn't is a wrong pronunciation. We tell it didn't. I didn't sleep well. I didn't. So एक D को हटा देना है आपको pronunciation right करने के लिए. I didn't sleep well. So when I say I didn't sleep well, I'm of course referring to last night. मैं अच्छा से सोया नहीं, तो मैं 4-5 दिन का पहले का बात तो बोलूंगा नहीं. So when I say that I didn't sleep well, it normally means about the last night. अगर हम लोग को बताना है कि 4-5 दिन पहले मैं ठीक से नहीं सो पाया था, then I have to mention that in a separate way. I didn't sleep well 5 nights ago, right? So I can tell that 5 रात पहले मेरा ठीक से नींद नहीं आया था, कल मैंने ठीक से सोया था. But when I say I didn't sleep well, it basically means what? It basically means that I didn't sleep well last night. Now India defeated Pakistan in the World Cup. When did this World Cup happen? The date is not important over here. When we're talking about India defeated Pakistan in the World Cup, it normally means the last World Cup that I'm talking about. So when was the last World Cup that India and Pakistan had a match and competed against each other? We are referring to that particular match. So this is how we go for second rule, that time is not mentioned, but the verb is in past forms. Like learnt is the past form of learn, didn't is the past form of did is the past form of do, right? Do not. So this is do, it's a negative sentence. And defeat becomes defeated, right? So I hope this is clear to you, rule number 1 and 2. Let's go to the rule number 3. Simple past tense is also used for past habits. Now we know that past habits or habits are also explained in terms of simple present tense. But what type of habits? The habits that are still going on. I wake up at 5 a.m. every day. It's a present habit, right? So it is a present simple tense. But when we are talking about a past habit, it can be referred to or it can be denoted by past simple tense. For example, he always carried a pen. वो हमेशा अपने साथ एक पेन कैरी करता था. So he always carried a pen. And we are referring to a past event. This is not happening anymore. He studied many hours every day. वो हर दिन घंटों पढ़ता था. तो पढ़ता था, it's a past. He studied many hours every day. So that is how it is denoted when we are talking about past habits. So remember, habits can be denoted in present simple tense as well. When we are talking about a habit that is going on, and when we are talking about a past habit that is not there anymore, the habit is not there anymore, then we can talk about past simple tense. So these are very simple 3 rules of past simple tense. 1, the time is mentioned with the past form of the verb. Second, the past form of the verb is there, but time is not given because it is understood or obvious. And number 3, when we are referring to past habits. So these are the 3 cases in which we use past simple tense. Let's go to a confusion state now. Present perfect and past simple, that is the biggest confusion. Why this is a confusion? The answer is very simple. The confusion is mainly because of the fact that you have heard about this, that present perfect tense also talks about the past event, and the past tense also talks about the past event. तो यहाँ पर mix up होना बहुत बहुत स्वाभाविक है, because we are talking about the past in present perfect also, and we are talking about the past tense in simple past also. So what is the difference? The difference here, my friend, lies in the first sentence, finished time and unfinished time. तो अगर आपको ये confusion हो रहा है कि ये present perfect है या past simple है, because both these cases, present perfect also refers to a past event and past simple also refers to a past event. दोनों past tense का ही बात करता है. फर्क कहाँ आ जाएगा? Finished time and unfinished time. As for example, finished time का example ले लो that I have given over here in the first sentence. Last week, last month, last year, in 2018. When we refer to these time slots, we do understand we are talking about something that happened last week or last month or last year or in the year 2018. But unfinished time, for example, is today, this week, this month, this year. That is, it's still going on. So that is the first difference between present perfect and past simple. Now come to the second one, which I am using in form of a sentence. Last month, I visited my mother 2 times. So last month, I visited my mother 2 times. And look at the very next sentence. This month, I have visited my mother thrice. Now you see what is the difference over here. This month I have visited, यहाँ पर भी visit हो गया और last month का visit भी खत्म हो गया. But month जो last month है, last month has ended, so it is past simple tense, and this month is still going on, so it is present perfect tense. Is it clear with you? Last month पिछले महीने में गया था 2 बार, इस महीने में मैं 2 बार जा चुका हूं या 3 बार जा चुका हूं. तो ये जो चुका हूं, ये तो आपको मालूम है परफेक्ट टेंस में आएगा, प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में और पास्ट परफेक्ट में. बट यहां पर फर्क क्या आ रहा है? द लास्ट मंथ द मंथ हैज एंडेड एंड दिस मंथ द मंथ हैज नॉट एंडेड. सो लास्ट मंथ इज अ फिनिश्ड टाइम एंड दिस मंथ इज एन अनफिनिश्ड टाइम, बिकॉज आई स्टिल हैव स्कोप टू विजिट माई मदर 1 or 2 more times or 5 more times, right? So this month I have visited. So both the cases the verb is in past form. Visited, visited. फर्क कहां पर हो गया? Present perfect, the last month it is over, but the simple past, last month it is over, and present perfect, visited, this is also over, but as the month is not finished yet, we are going to refer to it as present perfect tense because the timeline is an unfinished time. Is it clear with everyone? I'll take a pause after this because this is where the confusion happens. So if you are clear, please type in a sentence with both the things, type a sentence in past tense, which you are referring to last week, last month, or last year, and also a present perfect tense, which you are referring to an unfinished time. So let me see if you can construct both these sentences quickly. All right. Now, while you're typing the sentence, now I just was checking my videos yesterday and I found that when I'm giving you some time to type, I'm silent during that time and it becomes very boring when watching a video. So I will be keep talking when you type it, and as soon as I get your answers, I will be reading out the answers to you. So now, I was waiting for your answer to check if you have understood the difference between present perfect and past simple. And now we will go for present perfect and past simple. One more example. We'll go for one more example. He borrowed my car yesterday. He borrowed my car yesterday. उसने मेरा गाड़ी कल उधार लिया था. Right? He has borrowed my car today. अभी भी उसने उधार लिया हुआ है मेरा कार. He has taken or borrowed my car, but today has not ended yet, right? So he borrowed my car yesterday is simple past tense, and he has borrowed my car today is a present perfect tense, because though it is referring to the verb in its past form, the timeline is not finished yet. It's an unfinished time. Today is still going on. And those who are constructing the sentences, for example, I just saw Sunanda Bonde constructing. Remember, your verb has to be in past form. Agar aap karenge last year I see zoo, it's a wrong sentence. Because why? Because see is in the present form and you have to use it in past form. Now let me just check very quickly if I have received a single correct answer. Ajinkya Nafre, last month he borrowed my bike. That's okay, fine. Last year I won gold medal in a sport activity, and this year I'm going to take part in an English event. Now see here, Anshu Vyas, where was the mistake? This year I am going to take part. So it's still not over. So when it is you are telling I am going to take part, you are referring to a future event. So that future event is not present perfect tense. मैंने क्या बोला था आपको? दोनों में verb का form past form होगा. You right? So if you have written one, so you have to write one as well in the present perfect tense. Verb का दोनों में past form रहेगा. Right? V3 form. Or in past tense, the V2 form as well. Borrow, borrowed, borrowed. And you have to refer to the term. This year I have visited Gangtok. Tanvi Takare, this is the present perfect form, right? Tanvi, can you just convert that into past now? Tanvi Takare, can you just convert that sentence into past now? This year I have visited Gangtok. What can you do about it to make it a past form? I don't want to waste time today. I'll just give out the answer. This year I have visited Gangtok. In past form it will be last year I visited Gangtok. Last year I visited Gangtok. Right? Now let's go to the next sentence. Did you go to USA last year? It's a question, interrogative sentence. Did you go to USA last year? And in this form, present perfect form, have you been to USA? Have you been to USA? So this is again, it means that if you have not been to USA, there is still scope that you can still be to USA. Your life is not over. It's an unfinished timeline. So have you been to USA? When I'm asking the question, even if the person has not been to USA, the scope of visiting USA is still open. So did you go to USA last year? Last year is still not continuing. So that is simple past tense. All right, now let's go to the next one. Past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is used to denote an action going on at some time in the past. The time of action may or may not be indicated. So we are talking about a continuous. Continuous in English can also be referred to as progressive. So progressive or continuous, these are two terms where we try to explain by telling that something is still continuing, something that is still happening or was happening. So whenever the ing form of the verb is added, the verb in ing form, study, studying, singing, dancing, laughing, playing, working. So all these ing, all these forms are continuous forms of any tense. And let me just tell you, even the present has continuous tense, which we have already studied. The past also has the continuous form, and so does the future. So in every tense, whether it's past, present, or future, the continuous tense is there. And so are the other forms as well, like perfect form, perfect continuous form. All these forms are present in the different tenses that we are going to study or we have already studied. Now let's have a few examples. We were watching television all evening. So हम लोग पूरा शाम टेलीविजन देख रहे थे. So देख रहे थे, we were watching, right? And it is denoting the sentence in such a way or explaining the sentence in such a way where it is giving an impression that the activity was going on throughout the evening. We watched television all evening. When we say we watched television all evening, it is a simple past tense, right? We watched television all evening. That means the event is over and it's a past form. But when we say we were watching television all evening, it's the continuous form of the past tense. It was getting darker. Andhera ho raha tha. It's still going on. So it was getting darker. When I say that, ing is there. It was getting darker. As you can see, that is the correct form of the continuous tense that is being used. The light went out while I was reading. जब मैं पढ़ रहा था, बत्ती ऑफ हो गई या बत्ती गुल हो गई, right? The light went out. So there was a load shedding while I was reading. कब हुआ load shedding? When I was reading. So I was reading is a past continuous tense. यहाँ पर देखो आप, I am reading अगर होता तो it's a present continuous tense. I was reading, it's a past continuous tense. And I will be reading, कल हम लोग ने be का use देखा था. So I will be reading is a future tense. So simply was, am, is, इसको चेंज करके आप टेंस को बदल सकते हो while you can keep the continuous form of the verb. So the light went out while I was reading. When I saw him, he was driving a car. Now you see here, when I saw him, he was driving a car. He was driving a car. Again, an ongoing activity. But when did it happen? The was suggests that it was happening in the past. He is driving a car अगर मैं बोला होता तो is मतलब अभी हो रहा है, but is का past form हमेशा was रहेगा. Right? So Yogita Rathi saying I am studying whole night. Yogita, I am studying whole night is a present continuous form. If you have to tell it in a past form, I was studying whole night. कभी भी आप is use मत करो अगर आपको past form में बोलना है तो. Never use is in the past form. Now go for the next one. When I saw him, he was driving a car. जब मैंने उसे देखा, he was driving a car. वो गाड़ी चला रहा था. So he was driving a car is an ongoing activity. And when I saw him, so I saw him was a past activity, right? As a past activity. In the last two sentences, the past continuous and the past simple are used together. When an action happened in the middle of a longer action, the simple past is used for the new action. Now यहाँ पर आप देखो क्या बोल रहा है ये कि आपका दो एक्शन के बारे में बताया जा रहा है. It's talking about two actions. One is the newer one and one is the older one. But both happening in the past. दोनों पहले हो चुका है, लेकिन उसमें एक इवेंट कंपैरेटिवली न्यू है और एक इवेंट ओल्ड है. So when I saw him, he was driving a car. He was driving a car is a new event because this is an old event. So he was driving a car when I saw him. तो मैं उसको देखा, वो गाड़ी पहले से चला रहा था, मैंने उसको बाद में देखा. So which one is the new event? When I saw him is a new event, so it is denoted in simple past. And the continuous form, he was driving a car, वो पहले से हो रहा था, वो गाड़ी पहले से चला रहा था, मैंने बाद में उसको देखा चलाते हुए. So that is the reason when I saw him is a simple past tense and he was driving a car is a past continuous tense. Go for the previous sentence. I was reading. I was reading. It was a continuous tense. It was happening for some time when the light went out. और light बाद में गया, right? पढ़ाई पहले से चालू थी. So it's a continuous tense and simple present, simple past is used. The light went out. So the light went out happened later on. So it's simple past and well, I was reading is the past continuous. So whenever you remember that there are two things that is happening or that were happening, so when it like one is an older thing that was happening and one is a newer thing, both happened in the past. The older thing can be denoted in past continuous form and the new event that took place can be denoted in past simple form. Now I understand this is complicated, but this is advanced use of English. So let me just check if at least a few of you can construct the sentences. I do not expect the children who are studying in 3 or 4 to answer this. You can just listen to these classes because when you grow up, it will be really helping you out. When if you at least listen to these classes, you will remember the concepts. And when you study these concepts in higher classes, it will be very easy for you. All right. Let's check now if you can answer it. And yesterday I just requested everyone, please do not put in the buffering symbol. It is a distraction for the whole class. The mobile phone, I'm keeping a track of it. If it was buffering, I would have known. Please check your mobile phones. Do not put buffering symbols in the chat box. Put only your answers. Tanvi Tekereg has given a wonderful answer. When I saw her, she was playing basketball. Awesome. Tanvi, Very nice. Pramod Agre, when I saw him, he was dancing on the stage. यहाँ पर एक the add कर दो so that you can explain that it is a particular stage you are referring to. When I saw him, he was eating his meal. Om Narkare, wonderful. Pawan Sharma, one day bird was sitting on a tree. No, Pawan, this is not the right formation. When I saw him, he was playing Ajinkya. Very good. Jitendra Patil is writing, I was writing a letter. That's a past continuous form. That's good enough. It started raining. It's Tane, it should have been it. I think it's a typing mistake. It started raining while we were playing, right? So it started raining, happened later on, and we were playing happened earlier, like it was already going on. So that is the reason the later part of the sentence, we were playing, is in past continuous form, and it started raining is simple past. It started raining is simple past. Very good. When I saw him, he was sleeping. A lot of answers coming in. It's a wonderful thing that you have understood the concept so well. I actually did not expect that so many students can give the right answers, but it's a very good thing that you have given the right answers, and I'm impressed. All right, now let's go to the next one. Past continuous tense. This tense is also used with always, continually, etc. for persistent habits in the past. जो persistent मतलब क्या, जो हैबिट मतलब बहुत चिपका हुआ हैबिट जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं, छूटता नहीं था उससे वो हैबिट, तो वो जो चिपका हुआ हैबिट या फिर जिद्दी हैबिट जिसको बोला जाता है, वो हैबिट अगर पास्ट का हैबिट है और उसके साथ हम लोग ऑलवेज और कंटिन्यूअली यूज करें, दैट ऑल्सो कैन बी यूज्ड इन past continuous tense. Now you remember past habits were referred to in past simple tense, right? He always woke up early in the morning. That's a past habit, and we are referring to past tense, past simple tense. But when we are talking about a past continuous tense, it is always used with always or continually. For example, he was always grumbling. He was always grumbling. हमेशा वो बड़बड़ करता था. हमेशा वो बड़बड़ाता रहता था. तो ये बड़बड़ाता रहता था. He was always grumbling. That means what? That was an event of the past in continuous form. They were always fighting. They were always fighting. अभी नहीं चल रहा fighting. It used to happen earlier. And that was a habit. That was a habit कि उन लोग जब भी मिलते थे लड़ते थे. So they were always fighting. So these are past habits in continuous form. So now let's take a look at the past continuous two rules. What rule is that? It's a simple rule that we are referring to a past event with was, were, words like this, and the continuous form of the verb like driving and watching and getting. All these things are being used with the past form of the verb like was, do becomes did, is become was, see becomes saw, right? And the next is a habit. Habit used with always and continually. He was always writing. Ajinkya. Okay. Now we come to the next one. Past perfect tense. The past perfect, like a present perfect tha. What was present perfect? Present perfect is an event that started in the past and is still continuing in the present. Now let's see what is past perfect tense. The past perfect describes an action completed before a certain moment in the past, as I met him in Mumbai in 2015. Right? I met him in Mumbai in 2015. I had seen him last 5 years ago. Now see, had been, had seen, all these are past perfect tense. Have been, has been are present perfect, but had seen him last 5 years ago. So 5 years is already over, and had seen is the past perfect tense. So past perfect tense where you use had been, had seen, all these words, and refer to a time which is already over. हम लोग ऐसा एक टाइम का बात कर रहे हैं जो खत्म हो चुका है. 2015 खत्म हो चुका है. 5 साल पहले खत्म हो चुका है. So I had seen him last 5 years ago. So I hope you have understood the past perfect tense. If you have understood the past perfect tense, construct a sentence with past perfect tense, and let me check what is your level of understanding. पास्ट परफेक्ट जहां पर हैड यूज होगा, हैड के साथ हैड बीन यूज हुआ तो बहुत अच्छा है. Construct a sentence where you are using had been or had seen. That is a third form of the verb. See, Pranav Sharma, you're writing, I am always playing cricket. Now, I told you already that whenever you're writing I am matlab, it's still going on. I was always playing cricket. I was always playing cricket when I was in class 5. That is a past continuous tense. Gopal Amale has written, I had eaten this delicious food long time ago. All right. I had seen him last 20 years ago. That's fine. Sunanda Bonde, I had purchased Gulliver's Travels. Okay. I had seen her last month. Anand Patil, nice. He had been in Mumbai. All right, that's good enough. So now past perfect tense is over. Let's go for the rules. If two actions happened in the past, it may be necessary to show which action happened earlier than the other. The past perfect is mainly used in such situations. The simple past is used in one clause and the past perfect in another. तो यहाँ पर क्या बोल रहा है? If two actions happen in the past, दोनों action past में हो चुका है. It may be necessary to show which action happened earlier. तो हम लोग ने अगर दो एक्शन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, दोनों पास्ट का है, तो कभी कभी जरूरत होता है यह समझाने के लिए कौन बाद में हुआ और कौन सा एक्शन पहले हुआ. So when we are trying to teach that which action happened later on and which one is earlier, we used this. The past perfect is mainly used in such situations. The simple past is used in one clause and the past perfect in another. Let's take a look at the sentence. When I reached the station, the train had started. Now you see, we already studied these type of sentences in the past continuous also, right? For example, when I reached the station, the train was starting. So if I say train was starting, it's a continuous form of the past tense where we are telling that train was already starting when I reached. तो बाद में मैं पहुंचा था. तो यहाँ पर continuous form नहीं है. यहाँ पर क्या है? यहाँ पर past perfect form है. Instead of the continuous form, we are changing into past perfect continuous form. So see how it is. When I reached the station. When I reached the station. So I reached the station is the past simple tense. The train had started. The train had started is the past perfect tense. So which one happened earlier? I reached the station earlier or the train had started was earlier? So the train had started happened earlier and I reached later on. I had done my exercise when Gopal came to see me. I had done my exercise when Gopal came to see me. So Gopal came to see me is a newer event and I had done my exercise was an older event because मेरा exercise करना खत्म हो चुका था, गोपाल बाद में आया. So जो बाद में आ रहा है वो हमेशा simple past से denote करो और जो पहले हो चुका है उसको आप past perfect tense में denote करो. या तो past perfect और in case of continuous tense जब हम लोग ने पढ़े थे past continuous. So या तो past continuous या फिर past perfect is always denoted or always referring to an event that has happened earlier, and the past simple tense something that happened later on when two clauses are joined. So I had written the letter before he arrived. कौन सा पहले हुआ? Let's see if you can understand. I had written the letter before he arrived. Let's check which one is past perfect and which one is simple past. Which one is past perfect and which one is simple past? Explain. Om Rajdo writes, I had completed my homework when my mother came to see me, right? When my mother came to see me. So my mother came to see me, simple past. I had completed my homework, past perfect. I had written is the past perfect. Very good. I had written is the past perfect, and simple past is what? He arrived. He arrived is the simple past. So kitna आसान है ना? It's very easy. So past perfect, past continuous, simple past. It's just so easy for everyone. Now we will deal with the last one, past perfect continuous tense. तो पहले तो हम लोग ने past देखा, फिर past continuous देखा, past perfect देखा, अभी past perfect continuous tense देखेंगे और फिर हम लोग का past tense पूरा cover हो जाएगा. See, used for an action that began before a certain point in the past and continued up to that time. पहले शुरू हुआ और एक वक्त तक वो चलता गया. So when we talk about these type of sentences, then we are talking about past perfect continuous tense. We will take examples to make the meanings clear. At that time, he had been writing a novel for 2 months. At that time, referring to a particular time. What time? At that time. He had been writing a novel. Had been writing. तो हम लोग को मालूम है कि हम लोग जब भी had यूज करते थे तो had को हम लोग क्या यूज करते थे? V3 के साथ. Had written. और हमेशा हम लोग क्या करते थे? Had written मतलब इसको हम लोग past perfect बोलते थे. Now we are talking what? We are talking about had been writing. Continuous form of the past perfect tense. यहां पर had भी है और ing भी है. तो अगर had रहता, सिर्फ had रहता है और V3 रहता है तो वो past perfect होगा. सिर्फ ing रहता है वो past continuous होगा. एंड अगर had been writing हो जाए तो past perfect continuous हो जाएगा, because there is also had and there is also ing form of the verb. So at that time he had been writing a novel for 2 months. तो कितना महीना बीत चुका था? 2 महीना बीत चुका था. 2 महीना, उस समय 2 महीने से वो नोवेल लिख रहा था. तो when I met him, for example, मैं किसी दोस्त का घर गया और किसी ने पूछा मुझे, someone asked me, what was he doing, you know, when you went and met him last November. तो दिवाली में जब गए थे, उससे मिले थे, तो कैसा क्या कर रहा था वो? तो मैं वहां बोल सकता हूं कि जब मैं उससे मिला था उस समय वो 2 महीने से किताब लिख रहा था. 2 महीने से किताब लिख रहा था, राइट? सो किताब लिख रहा था is still going on, but that was happening during that time. So at that time he had been writing a novel for 2 months. When Mr. Ganguly came to the school in 2015, Mr. Chatterjee had already been teaching there for 5 years. जब मिस्टर गांगुली स्कूल में आए 2015 को, तब मिस्टर चैटर्जी ऑलरेडी उस स्कूल में 5 साल से पढ़ा रहे थे. 5 साल से पढ़ा रहे थे. तो मिस्टर चैटर्जी मिस्टर गांगुली से उस स्कूल में 5 साल सीनियर है. तो वो समझाने के लिए हम लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं? When Mr. Ganguly came to the school in 2015. So Mr. Ganguly came to the school in 2015 is simple past. Mr. Chatterjee had already been teaching. Had been teaching. So had भी है, been भी है, ing form of the verb भी है. So it is had रहने के लिए perfect और ing रहने के लिए continuous. So Mr. Chatterjee had been teaching there for 5 years. So had been teaching, ये जो तरीका है बोलने का, this is called past perfect continuous. Now I know this sentences can initially seem a bit difficult to you, but मैं आपको अभी बता दिया ये है कैसा, इसका rules क्या है. So whenever you will come across some sentences like these in your textbooks or in the newspaper, or someone is speaking on the television or in a movie, you can understand whenever there is a had and the ing form that this person is speaking in past perfect continuous. There is only had form, or it's only had, and V3 is there, that means it's only past perfect. And when it is only ing with was or were, words like this, then it is only continuous, past continuous. So I think this entire past tense I have given to you in a capsule. ये capsule अगर आप निगल जाते हो, आप जिंदगी में past tense कभी भूल नहीं करोगे. You will never make mistake in past tense. And remember I told you, storytelling and public speaking is mainly about past tense that we talk about. कोई भी कहानी हम लोग बताते हैं तो past tense में बताते हैं. Very rarely we shift to simple present or continuous form or future form. Mostly we talk about in this sentence. When we write an essay, we write in past form. We write a letter, sometimes we do write in past form as well. And whenever we give any answer in the question papers, in the answer scripts, आपका जितना भी सवाल पूछा जा रहा है question paper में, every answer that you write is in past form, isn't it? Where did Ram go? Where did Ram go? आपको question आया. For example, textbook में एक chapter है आपका, Ram उसका character है. So where did Ram go? So you write the answer in past form. Ram went to the temple, right? So Ram went to the temple. So every question that is being asked to you, right, in the examination, it is expected that you will answer it in past form, because we always answer, especially the literature answers, or any subject for that matter, in past form. Even social studies, when you learn this past form, इसलिए मैं बताऊंगा आपको, I will tell you, but this is my advice, that you repeatedly see this video over and over. Past tense में grip आ गया, आप आराम से सोच सकते हो, at least 10 to 15% marks, at least I'm talking about, at least 10 to 15% marks, you have the scope of increasing by writing the sentences correctly in every sentence, every subject. So when you are referring to past simple tense, it is, or past perfect continuous, past continuous. So ये सारा tense अगर आप एक बार अच्छा से याद कर लो, मेरा वीडियो को बार बार देखो, I can guarantee you 10 to 15% marks you will get extra in all the examinations. And the second thing is, it's not only about examinations. हम लोग सिर्फ examinations के लिए नहीं पढ़ते हैं. Your English will become so nice, you know. You can speak English so well if you can use this tense effectively. Because whenever we are talking about something, we are telling someone, a narration is going on, we are referring to an incident that happened in the past, we use the past tense. So I hope every one of you will listen to this video over and over. Come to the next slide. We had solved a few yesterday. We will be completing the next ones today, and then we will close the class. So third one, which one will be? Third one is over. We did it yesterday. Now go for the fourth one. She dash worried about something. She dash worried about something. Looks, looking, is looking. Which one do you think is more effective? Now when you look at these things, all the three seems equally good. She looks worried about something. She looking worried about something, it does not sound good. She is looking worried about something. It sounds okay, but which one do you think is the right one? Of course, the first one. She looks worried about something. तो उसको वो disturb दिख रहा है. That person is, उसको देख के लग रहा है कि कुछ गड़बड़ है. She looks worried about something. It started to rain while we dash tennis. Are playing, were playing, had played. Which one is the right one? It started to rain while we dash tennis. Now here is something that we have done today. The form of the verb that we are talking about in this sentence we have covered today itself. It started to rain while we were playing tennis. Very nice. Who said it? Were playing? Shraddha Rajput. See, it started to rain. It started to rain. Simple past tense. While we were playing tennis. While we were playing tennis. Past continuous tense. So past continuous tense, it had started earlier, it was going on when it started to rain. So it started to rain, simple past, while we were playing tennis, past continuous tense. Ashok fell from the ladder when he dashed the roof. Ashok fell from the ladder, सीढ़ी से गिर पड़ा Ashok, when he dashed the roof. Is mending, was mending, mended. Is mending, was mending, mended. Which one is the right answer? Ashok fell from the ladder when he dashed the roof. When he was mending the roof. Full point. Ashok fell from the ladder when he was mending the roof. That is good enough. And with that, we come to the conclusion of today's class. I hope every one of you have understood well what exactly I have dealt with today, past simple tense, and uh, from now on, I expect that you people will be really good in the past tense, in storytelling, in public speaking. Now, let me make an announcement. The grammar classes that I'm going to take from time to time, maybe a recorded or a live class, which will be informed to you by a message on WhatsApp, or I will put up the poster in my YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel, so that you can check the time. From now on, I will be conducting only two classes per week. A Sunday period, which can be a quiz or a leadership tips class, or something to do with interview skills building up interview skills, something to do with your personality development. These classes I will conduct on one Sunday, that is the Sunday, or a mega quiz. And on any one day of the week, maybe a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday, I will be conducting another period of grammar or anything to do with any other subject. I am reducing the number of periods now, and only twice I will be available from now on, twice a week. Sunday is one day, and another day in the middle of the week, which will be notified to you through a WhatsApp message in your group, and also my thumbnail that will be uploaded on my YouTube channel. I hope we had a very good time all these days, and I was connected to you throughout the lockdown period. It was a tough period for every one of us, and now I expect you people to start studying it really well. The videos that I've already made, starting from the parts of speech and the tenses and the public speaking, you go through all these videos because we are going to conduct tests very soon. Assessments will be taken, and that assessment will have a weightage on your examination total marks. So start preparing, and we will be conducting the test in the month of June itself. So start your preparation now. 10 marks allotted for my YouTube channel. Those who have been watching it repeatedly and regularly, they will be in advantage. And those who have still not done it, you can recommend them to watch it right now. And do not forget to click on the like button before you leave. Like button if you really like the class, and also make sure that keep checking my YouTube notifications and subscribe my channel. So this is what I have for you today. If there is anything that you need to ask, you can ask me right now. I'm giving you some time for that, and within 2 minutes we will close the class. And you can put your comments if you like the class or not. We have got another tense, I know, future tense is remaining, and we will be definitely completing future tense in the coming weeks, but I will be available from now on only for 2 days in a week, Sunday and another day in the middle of the week. The reason for that is right now a lot of requests are coming from CBSE, and I have to conduct many trainings, and I'm preparing some manuals also for CBSE. So all these works are going on, and I have to devote some time for that, and I am doing some online course for myself as well. So I have to give myself some time to complete my online course. So that is the reason I expect each one of you to stay connected. Click on the like button if you like the class, and stay tuned. Do subscribe my channel, and make sure you attend every video that I telecast live, or every video that I telecast after recording. So that's it. So let's check a few comments. Everyone has written nice comments, wonderful class, nice teaching. Thank you so much. And the surveys that we have got from the students and the parents, it's amazing. A lot of people are adopting these online classes, and I'm so happy that Malkapur has really become technology savvy. Malkapur has become technology savvy, and a lot of people adopting the online platforms. I never expected a place like Malkapur, which is not a metropolitan city, not even a big city, people over here can adopt to technology so well. So you are adopting the Microsoft Teams, YouTube Learning, and a lot of other platforms, Zoom. So during this lockdown period, a lot of positive things did happen. And we are going to continue our online classes based on the feedback that I've received from the parents. A lot of parents have given a lot of appreciation for the online classes. Only probably 10% or 7% parents are not okay with the online classes, but rest of them are okay with it. So that's it. Continue watching the videos on YouTube. attending the live sessions of your teachers on Microsoft Team, and stay tuned, stay online, but do not exert your eyes. There are certain things that you need to do. Blink your eyes a few times when you're watching screen. Second thing is, do not come too near to the screen. Third thing is, when you are not attending online classes, do not still be on your mobile phones. Reduce the screen time that you spend. So it can be reduced by only staying away from the mobiles at other times. When you are not watching a video, that time, when you are not attending a class, do not unnecessarily take up the mobile phone and start surfing things. Only when you are watching a video, and that is happening only 3 hours to now, right? 1 hour is my session, another 40 minutes, 80 minutes is teachers' sessions. So 80 plus 60, that is 140 minutes. So it's close to 2 hours. So do not please spend more than 2 hours on your mobile phones. That will be a good thing for your eyes. So that is one of my advice. And follow all the decorums of online classes. Keep yourself muted. Whenever you're chatting, be decent. Try to construct right sentences when you're chatting in English, because that is the time when you can practice your English as well. And if you want, start sending me videos, your written work, your letters, your essays. I will be glad to correct your essays and give it back to you. So that's it for today. Thank you and have a great day ahead. I will meet you next on Sunday with a new event, maybe a mega quiz or an interview, how to get ready for an interview or a personality development class. So till that time, au revoir. Goodbye till we meet again. Bye bye.